Okay, good evening, class. So let's continue our discussion on the contract of sale. So now we will discuss a sale by auction. So sale by auction, so according to the law, it is a sale of public goods, commodities, or other properties to the highest bidder. So according to Article 1476, where the goods are put for sale by auction in lots, or just let's say for example land which is subdivided, each lot is the subject of a separate contract of sale. So meaning class, so just for example yung isang hektarya pinasubdivide mo ng to 200 square meter, and sabihin natin yung isang hektarya is merong 50 na tag 200 square meter. So there are 50 separate contract of sale na dapat mangyari. So, take note of that. So, it is by sale by auction. Ibig sabihin, sale by auction, there is a bidder and at the same time, there is also buyer. Bidder or auctioneer or buyer. Next is, in a contract of sale, generally perfected by mere consent. So, take note of that class ha. In a contract of sale, general rule natin, it is perfected by mere consent. But in a sale by auction, it is perfected by when the auctioneer announces its perfection. So, ibig sabihin, number 1 or letter A, by the fall of hammer. Or letter B, in any other manner. So, what are the rights of the parties before the perfection? Take note ha, what are the rights of the seller or the auctioneer? At the same time, the buyer before the perfection. So, number 1, any bidder may retract his bid. So, take note class ha. So, it's because a bid is just merely an offer. So, every time na magbid ka, it's just only your offer. And an offer may be withdrawn at any time before the acceptance. So, in a bidding process, so the bidder or the buyer may retract his bid. So, pwede niyang bawiin yung kanyang bidding. Next, number 2, the auctioneer or the seller may withdraw the goods from the sale unless the auction has been announced to be without reserve. So, take note class, si auctioneer or si seller, pwede niyang bawiin yung goods from the sale by auction. Unless lang kung yung auction has been announced to be without reserve. So, take note class ha, an auction has two kinds. Number 1, auction with reserve. So, what is auction with reserve? So, in an auction with reserve, the auctioneer is the offeree and has the power of acceptance. So, take note class ha, sa auction with reserve, si auctioneer daw or si seller, siya yung offeree. Ibig sabihin, siya yung ino-offeran ng buyer. O, let's say for example, ako yung seller or ako yung auctioneer. Ako yung nagpapa-auction. And then ngayon, ipinapa-auction ko ngayon yung lupa ko, 1 hektarya. So, syempre, hindi ako yung magbibigay ng offer, kundi si buyer ang magbibigay sa akin ng offer. So, me, I am the offeree. So, being the offeree, I have the power to reject all the bids. So, ibig sabihin, since ako yung may-ari ng goods, so pwede kong i-disregard lahat ng bids ng mga offeror or ng mga buyer. So, such rejection includes withdrawal of the goods during the bidding process. So, take note of that. So, and every time na nireject ko yung bids ng mga buyer, so it is tantamount to the withdrawal of the goods during the bidding process. Next is auction without reserve. So, what is auction without reserve? So, the auctioneer is much like an offeror. So, ibig sabihin daw, si seller, siya yung nag-o-offer ng item or ng goods. So, with the bidders competing to determine who will win the power of acceptance. So, take note class, In an auction without reserve, ibig sabihin, me as the seller or the auctioneer, ako yung nag-o-offer nung goods doon sa mga buyer. So, take note of that ha. Ibig sabihin, dito, me as the seller, hindi ko na pwedeng bawiin yung goods. Naintindihan? After the auctioneer calls for bids on an article or lot, that article or lot cannot be withdrawn unless no bid is made within a reasonable time. So, in an auction without reserve ng class, so me as the seller, ako yung nagbibigay ng offer. And now, since kapag tinanggap na yun ng buyer, so I cannot withdraw the goods. So, hindi ko na pwedeng bawiin yung goods. Unless lang kung wala talagang magbibid. Naintindihan nyo? So, kapag walang nagbid within a reasonable time, so, pwede ko nang bawiin yung goods from the auction. Next is, what are the rights of the parties after the perfection? So, take note, after the perfection. So, ibig sabihin, tapos na yung auction. So, the winning bidder cannot retract his bid, nor can the auctioneer withdraw the goods, since there is already perfected contract. So, take note of that class. So, kapag yung nanalo, or di kaya yung buyer, yung nanalo dun sa bidding, so, hindi niya na pwedeng bawin yung kanyang bid. Kasi nga, tapos na yung auction. So, ibig sabihin, and every time there is every time the auction are done, so, there is a perfected contract. So, take note of that. So, in a sale by auction, the sale is perfected by way of fall of the hammer or by any manner. So, withdrawal from the contract by either party constitute a violation of the principle of mutuality of contract. So, according to 1308, so if the sale by auction are done or tapos na yung auction, ibig sabihin may perfected contract na. So it means the seller and as well as the buyer cannot retract or hindi na sila pwedeng mag-back out from the contract. Any one of them, kapag nag-back out si seller or si buyer, it constitute to a violation. Ibig sabihin, violation of the principle of mutuality of the contract. So, ano itong Article 1308? So, sabi dito, the contract must bind both contracting parties. Its validity or compliance cannot be left to the will of one of them. So, ibig sabihin yan, class, kapag perfect na ang contract, si buyer, he has the right to compel. Naintindihan? As well as si seller, he has the right to compel also. Or let's say, for example, si seller, meron na siyang karapatan na maningil doon sa price. As well as the buyer, meron na rin siyang karapatan na i-compel si seller na i-deliver na yung goods. So, ibig sabihin, how about kung any one of them nag-back out? So, hindi po pwede. Magkakaroon na kayo ng violation. So, according to 1308, a contract must bind both contracting parties. So, if there is a perfected contract, so the both parties are bound to do its obligation and vice versa. So, at the same time, the validity of the contract or compliance cannot be left to the will of one of them. So, hindi po pwede na si seller lang yung mag-oobligahin. Hindi din pwede na si buyer lang din ang oobligahin. So, naintindihan? So, kung hindi nyo naintindihan, itagalog natin yung Article 1308. So, ang kasunduan ay dapat magbigkis sa isa't isa. Ang bisa o pagtubad ay hindi maaring ipaubaya sa kagustuhan ng isa sa kanila. So, naintindihan na ang Article 1308. So, and every time daw na magkakaroon na ng perfected contract, so, yung perfected contract, yun na yung nagbibigkis doon kay seller at the same time kay buyer. And then, yung visa o yung pagtupad ni seller at saka ni buyer ay hindi maaaring ipaubaya sa kagustuhan ng isa sa kanila. Ibig sabihin, si seller meron siyang obligation, at the same time si buyer meron din siyang obligation. Intindihan? Okay. Mutuality of contracts. It is but natural and logical that the contract shall bind both contracting parties. So, ibig sabihin, kapag perfect na yung contract, nakatali ka na doon. So, what will you do is to do your obligation. Naintindihan? So, parang sa kasal. So, kapag kasal ka na, ibig sabihin, you do your obligation as a husband or a wife. Or di kaya dun sa kontrata, in any other contract, as long as you entered into a contract, you are bound to do your obligation. So this is the principle of mutuality contract. It is based on the essential quality of the parties. It is incongruous to bind one party and let free the other party from responsibility. So ibig sabihin, class, kapag si seller ginawa niya yung kanyang obligation, dapat si buyer ganun din. Hindi po pwedeng si seller lang yung gumawa ng kanyang obligation, si buyer hindi. So, there is a violation then. Mag-a-arise ng violation. Next, obligations arising from contract have the force of law between the parties and should be complied with in good faith. So, take note, class. So, in a contract daw, kapag nagkaroon na ngayon ng contract, magkakaroon na rin ng obligation. And dapat yung both parties should comply with in good faith. So, every time na hindi magko-comply yung isa, merong force of law. Ibig sabihin, merong remedy on the part of the aggrieved party. Stipulations allowing a party to cancel or rescind do not militate against mutuality of contract. So, ano daw ibig sabihin nito? Kapag perfect na yung contract, hindi na po pwedeng i-rescind or i-cancel ang kontrata. Naintindihan nyo? Next, no judicial action for rescission is necessary where the revocation of the contract is authorized for the violation of its terms and conditions. So, take note of this, class. In a sale by auction, mayroong terms and conditions yan. Bago mag-umpisa ang sale by auction, there always a terms and condition. And now, kapag hindi mo binasa yung terms and condition, and then, pagkatapos ng sale by auction, doon ka lang aatras because irarason mo, ay hindi ko nabasa ang terms and condition. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin yon as depensa. Naintindihan? At the same time, hindi rin papakinggan ng korte kung magpa-file ka ng rescission. Nagets nyo? So, ang rescission ay hindi mag-a-apply sa sale by auction. Next, how about mutual cancellation? Paano daw kapag si seller at saka si buyer nag-agree na, ay wag na lang nating ituloy? So, the general rule is that a party cannot revoke or renounce a contract without the consent of the other. So, that is the general rule. Hindi po pwedeng umatras si seller and at the same time, si buyer ayaw niya din. So, take note of that class, ha? So, hindi po, ang isang kontrata kasi bound by two persons, either seller and buyer. And now, kapag may mutual cancellation ng kontrata, general rule, pwede. They may, however, mutually cancel their contract under such terms and conditions as they deem wise. So, take note of that, class, ha? In mutuality of contracts, dapat both parties are bound to do its obligation. Hindi po pwedeng umatras yung isa. And then, how about kung they are mutually, napag-usapan nila na, ay cancel na lang natin ito. So, if both contracting parties nag-agree, so it is okay, it is valid.